In his resignation letter to the president, he said he deserved a defense secretary whose views are better aligned with yours. The U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis is to leave his post at the end of February next year. In a tweet, Donald Trump said, "General Jim Mattis will be retiring, with distinction, at the end of February, after having served my administration as Secretary of Defense for the past 2 years." He added that Gen Mattis' replacement will be named shortly. It appears that Defense Secretary has decided to leave after clashing with the president. The announcement comes a day after the president announced that U.S. troops were to pull out of Syria, much to the surprise of Congress, U.S. allies around the world and, apparently, the Pentagon. A White House official has all but admitted Jim Mattis and Mr. Trump argued over the change in policy, saying that in a meeting on Thursday the pair had a difference of opinion on some issues, prompting Jim Mattis to quit. In his resignation letter, the general made it clear there were deep divisions between himself and Mr. Trump. In it he says the Commander-in-Chief deserved a defense secretary whose views are better aligned with yours. He said that his core belief is that the United States needs to maintain strong alliances and show allies respect, and that it should be unambiguous with nations like Russia and China. The resignation of the former Marine general had been widely anticipated in Washington since Mr. Trump's Syria decision. In fact, speculation about his future as defense secretary had been growing since October, when Mr. Trump described him as a sort of Democrat in a CBS interview and hinted that he might be leaving. Jim Mattis was a career soldier, rising through the ranks of the Marine Corps. He served in the First Gulf War, Afghanistan, and Iraq. From 2007 to 2010, he commanded the United States Joint Forces Command and was commander of United States Central Command from 2010 to 2013. After retiring from the military, he worked in the private sector before being nominated as Defense Secretary in January 2017. During his time in the role, he has been seen to be at odds with his boss on several occasions, consistently stressing Russia's threat to the world order and voicing his disagreement with the proposed withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal. In stepping down, he joins the long list of Mr. Trump administration figures who have either resigned or been sacked.